Welcome to Dad Guide. I'm Cooper, and today we're talking about the Cubo Ai. Now, this product, when my wife and I were expecting, we got this one ahead of time. Something that, after watching reviews on YouTube and reading some, we thought it was a sure thing, and nobody really had any negative thoughts on it at the time. So I'm going to get into some of the things that I like about the Cubo Ai and some of the things I'm not a big fan of. So the first thing I want to talk about is the function and the features of this. So number one thing, it's a smart baby monitor. You're relying on some AI to do some of the work for you. So it's got a couple, basically two main things to help you out. It has the rollover alert and the faces covered alert. And while they do work, sometimes I find they're just too sensitive. They don't work overly well. Often as the baby can put their arm over the face, it's going to tell you the face is covered. There's times where the sunlight comes through the room and kind of casts a shadow on the crib, and it'll tell you the face is covered. So a lot of times you're getting a lot of notifications that you don't need. They're not true. So you end up having to monitor it kind of just as a regular baby monitor, and that completely defeats the purpose of it being a smart baby monitor because you don't know what notifications are real and what ones aren't. Some of the other features on it in the app that I really like and that are quite accurate is it has the temperature gauge and it has the moisture humidity levels. Both very important, as everyone knows, for when you're raising a baby and they're in a room separate from you. You need to make sure that the temperature is good and you want to keep that humidity up, especially when you have a child like mine. Humidity levels when they're dealing with a lot of eczema is extremely important. So that feature on this is definitely something that I do like. However, we've ended up having to turn off the notifications because they just go off constantly and not needed at all. That part of it, for being a smart monitor, I wish it was a little bit more fine-tuned and that you could trust it a little bit more, because I just feel like the trustworthiness of this just isn't there. The next thing I want to talk about is the durability. So if you look at this, it's kind of cracked open for just regular use. This is always above the crib. It very rarely goes anywhere. I think only one time did we actually take it with us when we went on a trip. It's Wi-Fi, so if you're going camping or to a cottage, often those are things that aren't there, so it's kind of useless for that. So for it to break or have showing signs of breaking is very troublesome to me, because this is a product you want to last. If you're on your first kid and you've just bought this product, you're going to want to use it for a long time if you're planning on having multiple children. So that part, the durability to me just isn't there. And that being said, the look of this is very sleek. All the parts we got worked fairly well. There wasn't many issues with it. It's just over time it's kind of showing signs of that wear and tear when it's a product that doesn't experience wear and tear. So that part, I just don't think this is going to last for a long time. And the third thing that I have found quite troubling with this product, and it's probably the biggest drawback for me, is the connectivity. So when buying a house, we needed something with really good internet. We needed a place to live with good internet because we work from home. This product has connectivity issues when it's right beside the internet hub. You don't feel like you can trust this product on its own. At least I for sure know, and I know my wife doesn't as well. Often it'll just drop kind of randomly. Sometimes you'll be in the app, it'll stop working. You have to restart the app like 3 or 4 times. There'll be times where the Cubo Ai all of a sudden just loses connectivity on its own. So you have to go in, take it off, put it back on, restart it. And when you're, trusting it to watch your kid, it's just not something that I enjoyed. I had an issue at first. I thought it was just because we weren't really using it all the time. That was why I was having connectivity issues. But then after about 6 months of actually using it, you just kind of get used to that. No, this is just how this product is. So we ended up buying just a regular baby monitor, nothing fancy, to go in the room with this one. So if this one ever crashed, at least you had the backup one that you knew was there, and there was no chance of it not connecting to the Wi-Fi. And also for travel, it worked way better. We just take the base one with us, no fanciness, just a regular monitor. Overall though, it's not to say this product doesn't have features, it doesn't have value. We've used it a lot. It's just something that for the price point you're paying, you want something you can trust. It should be making your life easier, and I'm just not sure this does that. If you look at my other videos, my other reviews, I'm not really negative on products at all. Most of the time I found them to be very good. This is about the only one so far that I've really seen drastic drawbacks, something that just hasn't made my life any easier. It's probably made it harder. And that, for me, when you're spending the money to buy a smart baby monitor, it just doesn't feel right. It just kind of feels cheap to me, and it doesn't have the kind of longevity that I would have hoped from this product. That being said, when it works, it does work well. We end up turning the notifications off and you just use it as a regular baby monitor, and the picture on it is amazing. The camera on it is very clear. The sound quality to your phone is really good. On the flip side, if you're trying to talk to your baby or your toddler, that part on it is kind of iffy. It doesn't have a good speaker by any means, but the microphone is very accurate and the camera is A1. I cannot say one negative thing about the camera quality on this. It's really, really good, especially for a baby monitor. But overall, it's just not something, I don't think I would buy it again. I haven't been overly impressed. Now, if you've enjoyed this review, please subscribe, please leave a like. If you want to see any more baby related content or toddler related content, please check out my channel and check out some of the other videos, and I'll see you next time.